Hello guys, and for today's video we're gonna learn the Scotch game classical Potter variation. That's very good opening. That's the opening, and let's start. Okay, the opening is for the Scotch Gambit. This is the Scotch Gambit, and in the Scotch Gambit there is two main moves for black. The move is Bishop C5 and Knight F6. Today we're gonna talk about Bishop C5, and for that we can do Knight B3, and that's the Scotch game Potter variation. We're gonna talk about two main moves that black can play. They can play here, and here check. We're gonna start talk about this move, and for this move we're gonna play C3. For that we wanna castle queenside, so they gonna play Bishop E7, and we simply gonna develop like this, and there is a lot of options. You can play like this, and then or like this, and you wanna play very passive, but there is a lot of traps, like a lot of traps. They can play like here, like even like Fiend Shadow or lots of things. We gonna play Queen E2, and they can play like that, but if they play A5, we play A4, but they usually don't play that. We place our queen on E2 because now they can't play Knight F5 because we're gonna push. And now, not that one. Now we're winning. So they can play like, I see lots of people play B6. That's not a blunder, but we gonna play Bishop E3, and then they gonna do the setup. They gonna even play something like that. They usually want to trade, but we ignore that, and long castle always. They can play, now they can play this, because now there is two defenders, the queen and the knight. So they play Knight F6, and we wanna play F4, but we can't because of the queen. How we gonna do it? We gonna play G3, and now short castle, and just pawn storm and we control all of the center, and that's very good. Now we're gonna talk about other things like that, here, and the Scotch Gambit. What if they play here? If they play bishop b6, there is two options. One, play this move, knight c3. I prefer the second option, with queen e2 again. And now still they can't play this, so they gonna even play that, which looks crazy, but now we just ignore that and play our setup. Now we can't play a e5 because of that. We can take. So what we're gonna do? Play bishop e3, and now castle, short castle. And we again always play long castle, no matter what. In this position, they sometimes play here, but they 99% of the time they play bishop takes a e3 check. We're gonna take with the queen, because we don't take with the f pawn, because we want to play f4 always. Now they're gonna play that. They want to push the pawn, but we don't let them. Now sometimes they play this, and remember, f4. They can trade knights, and now they are scared. Do you know what? Why? Because we can play no matter what they play, even like that. Yes, some people play it, and do you know something? That's the best move. The best move, because we wanted to play no matter what they play, even if they do a pawn storm like that, g5, we wanted to play this move. Do you know why? And that's a brilliant move, because now they can take the queen. That's the daily puzzle. Why they can't take the queen? Let's see if someone can explain it in the comments. So they don't wanted to play this, and they can play that. And you can see black always in this opening has really they can't develop right, because look, the queen there is a pointless one mover. You don't need to play that. They can't play that, they can play that, they can play that, only that. But after it we're gonna play g3, and that's one mover, this move don't good. So now we're gonna start attack. We're gonna play knight b c5, and you can see our rook on b1 is sniping for the queen. So that's the moves we're gonna talk about. And now I want to show you a game I play in a tournament with the SCOTCH GAMBIT Potter variation. This is the game. I will explain everything. Let's go. It starts with e4, e5, regular moves, knight f3, knight c6, d4, the SCOTCH game, e takes d4, knight takes d4, and bishop c5, knight b3, bishop b6, queen e2, knight e7, knight c3. You see, I want a castle queenside. Castle, short castle, bishop e3, d6, long castle, the rook sniping for the queen, bishop e6, a4, a5, a4. Now queen d7. That's the knight. The knight d2 is the best move, but it look it look like a blunder. You can tell me why? Yes, because of this move. And I saw it, but I play knight d2 no matter what. You gonna see it in the end game, but they play that, queen e1, e1, yeah. Queen takes d1, bishop c5, take. They play bishop c5 because he wants to open his queen. Bishop b5, pinning the knight to the queen. Rook a d8, creating a battery, and queen e1 because I saw the battery and I was very scared they gonna play queen takes d2, so I moved my queen. They play queen g4, queen f2, knight b4. I play the move f5 to gain some area in the SCOTCH GAMBIT Potter variation. You need to control the center and gain a lot of just your center is gonna be yours, because it's very hard to defend and control the center against the Scotch Gambit Potter variation. And he play knight e c6, play h3, very natural move, queen g5, h4, here, and now I didn't want to trade because I down material and just gain a lot of tempo because of the pawns. I take, he takes, I take with the queen, he takes with the rook, and we now enter the end game. We trade rooks. Now black is winning, but I had a brilliant move at the end that wins me the game, and at the end winning me the tournament. I got second place here. That was very normal game, end game. And now I want to show you why I play queen. I play queen f4. I saw that if I gonna play staircase, you can see I can play this move, knight e7, brilliant move, which this a discover check, king d7, and I take his queen, and from there I just win at the end game. And I sacrifice my queen, and from there I win. So if you wanna learn other openings or traps, please just said. I read all of the comments, and bye.